Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. Today is Tuesday, and I will read for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And this reading here is for Aries. Welcome, Aries. The reading starts with the magical Nordic tarot card. Out for you came the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of fun, celebration, and happy times. This is a time to let your hair down, forget your worries, and enjoy yourself with your friends and your loved ones. If you are invited to a party, then go, have fun, and flirt. A positive omen for love. This card can also symbolize a milestone in your relationship, such as meeting each other's parents for the first time or attending your first wedding together as a couple. Romantic sparks, they could fly at a party, a wedding, or some social gathering for those looking for love. And this card can also represent a reunion, a promotion, and even a pregnancy. The second card is the magical Nordic tarot card. Out came Athena, and she is strength. Athena is the famous Greek goddess of war, and she is the protectress of cities, and she also rules handicraft. She is the daughter of Zeus, and Athena is said to have been created without a mother, emerging fully grown from her father's forehead, so is complete in battle gear, armed and ready to fight. Her birth triggered earthquakes and tidal waves. So Athena would only use her powers, however, on the battlefield to fight for things she believed in. The meaning of the card is power. Athena's power and integrity are on your side is the message. If there are obstacles to tackle, you have what it is required in order to deal with such things. Athena, like her, you have stamina, you have might and persistence combined with intelligence and an ability to see the bigger picture. You understand that an iron fist in a velvet glove brings also results. By using tactical strategies as well as confidence and assertiveness, you can get what you want and protect those you love. Athena assures you that victory is close, and if it feels like you are going through hell, she is telling you to keep going. You have the strength to do this because strength from within is the greatest of all. The Dungeons and the Dragons card is the Dungeons and the Dragons deck is based on a computer game with the same name. And the card that came out for you is the Three of Intelligence. It is about finding a way to heal and learn from anxiety and emotional pain. And the message of this card is that a weeping dryad is asking you to save her forest from destruction at the hands of orcs. The Path of Light card that came out is the Downward Path and has the message that every human heart can become consumed by darkness, but only if you allow yourself to brood on your anger and other destructive qualities. Therefore, maintain watch over your mind and your thoughts, for they can create a heaven or a hell for you, internally and also externally. In the Bhagavad Gita says a saying that lust, anger, and greed are the three gates to psychological hell. So renounce these destructive forces. And the most common concept of heaven and hell, they are mainly derived from the Christian tradition and they relate to the afterlife. In the Gita, however, heaven and hell, they are seen as psychological states we can experience in this life that are dependent upon the state of our mind and the way we live. When our mind is equilibrated and we are living well, aligned with our true self and the oneness of being, we live in love and in truth, and our gift is peace and a true nourishment of fulfillment. And this is the heaven within. When our mind is disequilibrated and in emotional turmoil, we are out of alignment with our true self, and so living in the illusion of separation. We live then in ignorance, fear, and in anger, and the result is psychological suffering and a chronic lack of meaning and fulfillment, and that then is the hell within. So, the chapter 16 of the Gita is discussing the many ways we can go wrong and we are off track in life. Though it is hard to look at these darker aspects of ourselves, and we all prefer to reflect on the lighter and the better angels of our nature. These are important qualities to explore as they will assist us to be mindful and guard against them in our lives. So the Gita says that with pride and ignorance they cling to deluded ideas, and with insatiable desire they pursue their own selfish ends. These verses identify 7 primary destructive qualities, the downward path, if you will, that leads to great suffering. Such are lust, greed, anger, fear, ignorance, pride, and sloth. Lust is desire, craving, and longing for things of the outer world, be that for sense gratification, pleasure, and comfort, or something you want to acquire. Lust for outer things is insatiable, as nothing of the outer world can truly nourish us except connection with the self, the soul. Greed is hunger and thirst born of selfishness. It is the feeling that there is never enough, and no matter how much we have, we want more. It is never being satisfied, because no amount of stuff will ever quench our thirst and satisfy us, except for the discovery that we have everything already in abundance within. Anger, along with hate and rage, is born of unresolved resentments and fear. The fundamental motivation behind these emotions is revenge. We are angry and we want someone to pay for it. So if these emotions are permitted, nurtured, and developed, they will grow large, fierce, and destructive, ultimately spilling over to our outer world. Fear has many manifestations, such as anxiety, worry, and general unease. And when we are in a state of fear, we are not able to use our higher-minded capacities of reason and discernment, and it is easily transformed into anger, which then seeks out a target. Ignorance is a lack of understanding and wisdom about life and how it works. The primary error is the illusion of separation, which hides the truth that all life is one. Ignorance is also incorrect understanding, perception, or viewpoints, and these are the things we think we know, but they are not so. Most of us have many misunderstandings about life, and these are difficult to transcend unless we keep an open mind that is always trying to learn and to seek the truth. Pride is egoism, arrogance, and a sense of superiority over other people. It is building yourself up and putting yourself on a pedestal while putting others in the pit. Pride is also taking credit for all that goes well and deflecting blame for all that does not go well. The evolved human does not put themselves above or below anyone, for they know that we are all worthy of respect, honor, and love, as we are part of the one. Sloth then is laziness, a lack of discipline, and is a consequence of tamas, inaction, and the inability to live according to our vision and ideal lead to heaviness, inertia, and ultimately increasing despair and depression. So the Gita is clear on this point. We are here to act. Inaction is not an option and leads to destruction. The Gita says, when we are endlessly attracted by myriad things, we become too attached to sense gratification and then fall into a dark hell. So as always, there are two pathways laid before us. the downward path that leads to darkness and suffering, which is the subject of these verses, or the upward path that leads to the light and peace. And so Jesus always referred to this inner decision that we all face, and he said, enter through the narrow gate. The wide is a gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many enter through this broad gate. Small is the gate, and narrow is the way that leads to life, and only if you will find it. So each day we choose which path to take and which qualities we focus on and develop makes up the result. May we have the discipline to follow the straight and narrow gate that leads to life and heaven on earth, rather than the downward path with the wide gate, which is difficult to resist, that leads to suffering and to the hell within. The ending verse of the Gita here is that those who overcome the impulse of lust and anger, they are filled with joy. The Whispers, Nature's Whispers cards. Here is the Heighten Your Vitality. Tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power is the message. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of sunlight and visualize this light bringing new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on, so allow this energy boost to flow through you and connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. And spend time with a friend. Smile, laugh, and share the human touch. And the last card is from the Oracle of the Birds deck. Out for you came the Swan. And the swan is light and is beauty. And the meaning of the card is that swan swims into your life, and with this bird you can linger on water, on land, and also in the air. The swan appears like a wide open ship of light into which people like to snuggle up to dream. You are safe with swan, with this bird by your side. Dark forces cannot harm you, for the swan guards the light of your soul. So devote yourself to art, dance, poetry, music, and your visions and dreams. They all lead you back to the pure path of your soul. Always remember that even in the dark, shadowy areas, you find some hidden beauty. So the magic feathers of the swan, they say to you, my feathers, they are pure and incredibly full of light. They carry the air, the water, and the earth. Everything that is not light rolls off them, and they keep the emotional body pure. Also, they are the feathers of writers, authors, and light words. The goddess of grace and beauty, Saraswati, is associated with them. At night, my downy feathers carry you through the worlds of light and dreams. So place one of them on your desk and under your pillow for strengthening the power of vision and creativity and for lucid dreams. There are more meanings to the swan. A fan of swan feathers clears and illuminates the energy field. So be inspired by higher worlds, see the grace and the beauty in everything, and write a love letter. See this affirmation: I see the beauty in this world. I see God in me and in you. Wall of crystal, pierce me, shine through me, let nothing in but light alone. We must dream to understand. That was the reading for you, Aries. Thank you for listening. I do wish you a great whole week. I'm sending my love out to you. Take care and goodbye.